would you like them to know about you going into the tournament?
I'd like to know that Dave Mastiff is the tournament winner already. Called my mum earlier, said I've won the tournament, she's excited for me. And I'm in your face, I'm a scumbag.
Well, I hate to break the news to Dave's mum, but that's just not true. So his mum's going to be in tears tonight when he goes home crying. But the Iron King is a hybrid heavyweight. Okay, you won't see many heavyweights move the way I do. It's hard hitting. If I need to go up top, I might get a nosebleed when I go up there, but I'm not afraid to do it. Just watch out for tonight.
John Jackson from TalkSport. What kind of match can we expect from you guys tonight? Is it going to be as brutal as we all imagine?
You need to let your imagination run away with you. It is going to be brutal. I've seen a lot of Joe on Instagram. He's been hitting a bag, but bags don't hit back, do they?
That's only purely for speed work, and that's something I think I'll outclass Dave with tonight. He's my speed work. Both big guys. We both hit hard. I don't think he's going to be able to cope with the speed. And you know what, I'm looking at this pocket watch, Dave, you know, and just to quote John Cena, time's up, mate. My time's now. That's pretty.
James from Gorilla Position. You both seem supremely confident right now. Are you feeling the pressure though, performing at the Albert Hall tonight?
I've had over 2,000 matches in different countries around the world for various promotions. This might just be the biggest one, but I've got 16 years of experience. I've beaten Joe in the past. Joe knows that. Why wouldn't I be confident?
I love pressure. I think that is when you find out who you really are, what kind of character you are. I don't believe there's any characters like that in this tournament, the Albert Hall. Pressure is just another word to me. And like Dave said, I've wrestled all around the world as well. Thousands of matches. I've also beaten him as well. It's going to be very interesting tonight. Very, very interesting. I don't think there will be pressure between me and him. I think we'll just be looking across each other, looking in that ring. It'll just be us two. There won't be the thousands of fans. It's just going to be man versus man to see who's going to advance to the semi-finals of this UK tournament.
Thank you.
Kenny from the Daily Record. You've both talked about how you've had a lot of matches, thousands of matches. But Joe, I want to ask you a specific question. You headlined the biggest wrestling show in European history with ICW in the main event against Kurt Angle, and I guess for you, what is there a pressure that comes with that? You're representing Scotland. You've main evented that show with Kurt Angle. Now you're in this tournament. Is that something that's on your mind?
Let me tell you something, Kenny. I'm a big game player. Okay, that is when I rise to the occasion, as gentleman said, with pressure. I mean pressure of talking to all you fine people as well. Kurt Angle was just another wrestler to me. You've got to treat it like that. Otherwise, the pressure will eat you up. It will consume you. That's how I got that victory. That's how I went and performed in front of thousands of people in the biggest UK independent show there has been to date. I love it. I live for this. Nothing in the world is going to take this victory away from me tonight. Nothing.
Hey, how important do you think it is that the UK has its own title in the WWE?
Well, the UK is a huge place, huge population, and it's obviously the greatest place in the world as far as I'm concerned. And to have a UK title means everything. It puts us on the map with what has historically been a predominantly American product. Now WWE is worldwide. It's got so much reach, over 80 countries, millions and millions of people. And why shouldn't the UK get the spotlight?
I think it's very important. I think there's a lot of history, especially in this venue here. It's very historic, you know, and if you look at the lineage of wrestlers, I think it's very important that there is a UK title. And it's great that the world will see this, because WWE is beamed into like 800 million homes. You know, people get to see us. It brings us up here as a brand. And what's more importantly, tonight, I think it's going to be very, very special when a Glasgow boy from Scotland takes the UK title. because that's the way I think Scotland should be represented at the top. We were the top of the Industrial Revolution when it was Britain, shipyards. I think it's time for Scotland to claim the throne. And that's exactly what I'll be doing, because the Iron King is here. Somebody pick that up.
Hold on. You talk about Glasgow and Scotland being so important in the Industrial Revolution.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm from the Black Country, and that was the heart of the Industrial Revolution, I think you'll find, mate. And the Iron King's going to end up on the scrap heap tonight.
Let's get to the chase. As we mentioned, Scotland aren't well represented in many international tournaments at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
We've had 2 champions with the WWE UK title from the Black Country. Surely it is time that the UK Championship is represented, not just in England.
I think it is, and I think we've got a ghost in the Royal Albert Hall. I think it is important. I think it's time for me to stand up and represent. As you said, Scotland seem to be a bit jaded, and specifically, let's talk current things about the World Cup that's happening. The thing about being Scottish, okay, it's always glorious failures. We almost made it. We almost done it. But tonight, that all stops. I'll write history. And you're looking at the new UK champion after I claim another throne in this tournament.
You mentioned the American product a while ago. This UK tournament is obviously Triple H's baby. Shawn Michaels seems to be more involved in NXT and the UK division. How's it been working with those 2 legends of the game?
Well, as you said, they're legends. They've got so much knowledge, and they've created history. And right now, they want to create something that's special, and they want to make more history. And we're just getting to be a part of that. And hopefully, in the coming months, in the coming years, we'll make history as well.
I don't think you could ask for 2 better gents, to be pushing, to be at the forefront of this. If you look what they have done in this industry, they changed the game, pardon the pun, but they did. Especially when you look at the Attitude Era as well. And now this era is just totally different. I look at social media sometimes, and then I'll go on YouTube, and I'll see things in WWE and I'll go, I never ever expected that to happen. And that's the exciting thing about being part of this brand. You just do not know what's going to happen next.
And obviously, when it turned out that you 2 guys were going to be having this match, everybody kind of was like, well, this is going to be good. The Battle of the Behemoths, there's another B word that people use, but I'll not say it. The Battle of the Behemoths, and this is the first match for you guys to go through. Are you concerned about the first match? You're going to be battering lumps at each other, that once you dispose of the other, you're going to be ready for the next 2 matches?
Well, you can't leave anything in the dressing room. Everything that you do has got to be full force, and can't underestimate him as much as he's full of himself. So we're going to leave everything in the ring. This might just be the toughest quarter final that there is, and maybe the winner of this gets an easy path to the final afterwards. But it's just about survival for Joe.
I think, just to add on to these, I think this is the quarter-final match. I think everyone will be watching this. I've had a look at the rest of the bracket, and it's going to be a destruction in that ring. Underestimate, I don't see it that way. All I just envision, I just think things when I think positive thoughts, and I just cannot see me at the end with my hand not raised. And I will be the one standing there like that, looking across at the ring, and I'll be going on to the semi-final, Dave.
It's a nice fantasy. Keep it in the head.
Yeah, what do you think is the best thing about the British wrestling scene at the moment?
The best thing about the British wrestling scene, away from the talent that we have in this country, is going to be the fans. The fans create such a unique atmosphere in any building that we wrestle in. It's like the FA Cup final. They come for a good time. They chant, they sing. They just want to have a great time and watch great wrestling. And we're lucky that we get fans with that kind of attitude that come to our shows.
think the UK scene is on fire just now, and the fans are so loyal as well, and I think they deserve something like this. And if you only look at the way British wrestling has gone over the past few years, you know, it's just getting stronger and stronger and bigger and bigger. For example, if you look at the NXT match of the year, it was Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, and I think that speaks volumes. And you've got a whole locker room of guys wanting that position to show what they can do. And if that's what they guys are doing, think of like 12 to 14 of us that are hungry, itching in that locker room. You know, like with this UK brand, you know, the future's so bright. I'm going to have to put these on.
One more question, then we've got a last question.
I can do one, yeah. When you win the tournament, you beat Pete Dunne, you become the champion, you've both been champions before. What kind of champion will you both be, and how will you go forward and represent the UK Championship?
I'll be a fighting champion, no doubt. That's what my bread and butter is. I love fighting. Love getting in the ring, love competing, love winning even more. So I'll be a fighting champion, without a shadow of a doubt. You know, I have a mantra, which is no mercy. That's exactly what I show every single day in life. That's what got me here. And it'll be the same when I get that title. I'll be showing no mercy. Come all challengers. Do you want to fight me? Any use? Any challenger. Any challenger accepted.
See, Joe's willing to fight anybody. He'll fight a bum off the street, as he just told you. But I'm interested in what I can do to make this championship bigger. So it's not just about defending it in the UK. I want to defend the championship worldwide. I want to go to places where people have never been before. Whether that's Asia, Africa, South America,
The black country.
the rest of Europe. Oh, that's good. I thought we were interrupting each other, gentlemen's agreement. Yeah. Shoot your goal. So I want to take it to places where nobody has ever been before with their championships, and I want to take the UK Championship and make it just as important as any other championship within WWE.
Thanks, guys. Brilliant.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I'm Stephanie from Detroit.
UK Championship and make it.
Thanks, guys. Brilliant.
Thank you.
UK Championship and make it.
Thanks, guys. Brilliant.
Thank you.